Welcome, Tiger fans, to another night here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I hope tonight ends up like last night, as the Lady Tigers won the first round of the region over Bartlett in a big way. Tonight, Arlington is in town from the Memphis area. They'll take on our Tigers, as the Tigers seeded number 1, Arlington seeded number 2. Should be a good game tonight, as the Tigers have been on quite some journey from the start of the season until now, Bob.
Yep, they really have, and playing their best basketball. Had a really good outing last Friday night to win the district championship against Munford. I can tell you, Steve, based on what we're watching here, it's going to take a really good effort from our Tigers tonight. Hopefully we're hitting the three ball well, and Arlington is long, and they're lean, and they're a good ball club. They beat Brighton to get to this game. They beat Brighton by 11, so, we've beaten Brighton a couple times, so it's going to take a good effort from us.
Yeah, as Kirk always said during football season, they pass the look test, and Arlington sure passes a look test tonight, but this is why you play the games. Anything can happen, and our Tigers are a gritty bunch. They got a big win over in Munford against a really good Munford team, 64-62 in overtime, and really fought hard in that game to get that win.
They really did. It was a fun night for them and a historic night, as it, it's been since 1982. I think we'd won a district championship, and so huge win for them there. They got a lot to be proud of.
So a big week of basketball right here in Hardin County. Last night, the Lady Tigers, like I said, defeated Bartlett. Hardin County and Arlington in the men's action tonight, and then tomorrow night at 7 p.m., the Arlington girls will be over here to take on our Lady Tigers in round 2 of the region. So let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at your starting lineups and get you set for the tip-off. You're listening to Hardin County Basketball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back after this message.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, girls. Yeah, I talked to she may be, I don't know who she is, but she may be an administrator.
I still don't have nothing.
What it was is Arlington's coach is a female. I think had an issue with it was her son having an issue with it. He'd been smart enough.
Well, he's got the lineup. He's got the book. Welcome back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, welcome back to Hardin County High School as we get ready for the tip, as we get ready for tonight's game. Hooper will go up against Daniel, and the Tigers will control the tip. Cooper gets it from a pass from Gallick and goes in for the layup, and a quick 2-0 score for Hardin County. It's Arlington basketball as they'll cross the timeline. Dotson out front. He'll get it over to Pester. Pester over to Matlock on the right wing. They're on the north end of the court. We'll get the lineup set for you here in just a few minutes. He'll give it to Dotson. They slow it down, running their half-court defense, just passing around the top of the key. Now they'll go in for an alley-oop, and it's good as Dotson got it to Matlock for the slam. Hardin County with the basketball in the front court as Cooper drives the baseline, and he's going to step out of bounds. It's Harris, Hunt, Thomas, Yarbrough, and Gallick for Hardin County. Jones, Dotson, Pester, Matlock, and Daniel. Here's Matlock all alone, goes in for the one-handed slam, and just like that, it's 4-2. Yarbrough with the basketball. They're pressing in the back court. Now he'll get trapped in the corner, gets it away finally to Thomas. Thomas with Daniel on him, gets it to Gallick in the corner. Gallick picks up his dribble, looking for help, finally finds Thomas out front. Over here to Harris. Harris driving the lane, goes inside, off the glass, good.
Good move, Cooper.
4-4 now, and here comes Arlington. Arlington, a quick pass inside. It's going to be stolen away by Hunt, and here comes the Tigers with Gallick.
That's
goaltending.
Yes, sir.
Off of Matlock, and the Tigers a quick 6-4 lead.
I hadn't called goaltending many times here.
No, not at all. So the Tigers up 6-4, and we're moving fast here in the first quarter. Dotson has it. Now he'll give it up to Matlock. That's Jones. Jones over to Pester out front. Over to Dotson, left side. Back to Matlock. Now Pester has it, right side. Dotson thinks about a three. Now he'll pull the trigger. No good. Yarbrough gets the rebound. Here comes the Tigers. Tigers are running. Harris all the way down the floor. Shots blocked. Battling for the rebound. Arlington will end up with it, and they're going to say he touched it out of bounds, and it'll be Hardin County basketball.
It was a great pass by Marlin, and Cooper just couldn't get that layup to go down.
So Hardin County basketball underneath their own basket. Yarbrough with a long three, got it. So the Tigers build a 9-4 lead now with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Pester has the basketball in the front court. Over to Jones. Jones back to Pester. Jones will shoot. It's going to be blocked by Hunt, and here comes Rivers all the way down with a left hand. Blocked.
Yes, sir.
Harris gets the rebound, puts it up, good. And a quick timeout by Arlington.
Attaboy.
And the Tigers go up 11-4 with 5:21 to go here in the first. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM. Well, it started off a fast-paced game as Arlington got a couple of slams, and now the Tigers have come back and slammed it on Arlington. It's 11-4 with 5:20 to go. Arlington basketball in the backcourt. Pester has it. Thomas on him. Now he'll cross the timeline, gets it to Big Daniel. Daniel spins down the baseline. Shot's going to be blocked. Blocked again by Hunt twice. As Big Daniel goes in from that 6'9" frame, we wouldn't have nothing to do with that.
Great defense.
Pester gets it inbounds, knocked out of bounds by Thomas, and the Tigers are really playing hard.
They really are. And, you know, this is a carryover from last Friday night.
So it'll be Arlington basketball underneath their own basket. They throw it in the back court. Matlock picks it up. Thomas on him. Now across the timeline. Matlock drops it off for Dotson. Dotson at the top of the key. Over to Matlock, left wing. Driving right to free throw line. Gives it to Powell.
Who took that charge?
But Gallick gets the charge. So it'll be Hardin County basketball after the foul on Arlington. They're first. Here comes Yarbrough. All the way down to Gallick. Gallick trying to get it over to Thomas. Almost lost it out of bounds. Back to Gallick. Gallick spins up. No good. Blocked by Powell. And here comes Arlington. Arlington has it. Dotson drives in the lane. A floater. Good. Pretty move.
Yep.
Now here comes Yarbrough across the timeline. He's going to get picked from behind. That's Pester. Pester has a basketball going to the glass. Up good. And just like that, it's 11-8. And now Hardin County will call a quick timeout with 4:18 to go. Hardin County on top, 11-8. You're listening to Tiger Basketball right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Michaela Webster Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bob Ackerson. Everything started quickly on us, and it didn't slow down any. 11-8 our score. Hardin County on top of Arlington. Yarbrough with it in the backcourt. Gets it to Gallick right at the timeline. He'll dribble toward Daniel right at the free throw line. They're going to say he turned it over.
He did. He was fixing to make a pass, and then it fell apart, and he carried it.
Well, Jake's about, 5'10"?
Yeah, he's
against a
tonight.
6'9" guy. So Pester across the timeline. Now he'll drive on Thomas, kicks it to Dotson. Dotson with a three, long one, no good. Yarbrough gets the rebound. Here comes the Tigers. Weaving around is Marlin. Gets it over to Thomas and throws it out of bounds. As McKinley.
I don't think McKinney was ready for that, but it was a tough pass
to handle, but he wasn't ready. Yeah. Jones with it. Or excuse me, Matlock. He'll drive. He'll shoot. No good. There's a fight for the rebound. Ends up in Matlock's hand. Goes up with a layup. No good. And Cooper Harris comes out with it. Quickly down to Gallick on the right wing. Gallick to Hunt right at the top of the key. Pester on him over to Thomas. Thomas fires. No good. Gallick gets the rebound. Goes up. No good. And it's cleared by Daniel. He'll get it over to Pester. Pester gets it. It's going to be turned over to Harris. Harris has it. Goes up. No good. There's a foul. He was trying to get it over to Dotson in the corner, and it was tipped away as Harris came down with it. And he'll go to the line. A foul on Harris, or excuse me, on Dotson. So Cooper will go to the line to shoot a pair. First one up is good. 12-8 our score, 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. McGee in the game now for the Tigers. Next one on the way, spins out, no good. And Daniel clears a rebound. Here comes Pester. Pester working on Thomas. He'll pull up, gets it inside, good. Good feed into Powell. Powell with the left hand. Now Hunt is looking for some help. Everybody ran off except Yarbrough. They had him covered. And Rivers quickly calls a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with them. 2:54 to go. 12-10 our score. 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more Hardin County basketball right after this. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. As we got a good one going on, 12-10. It didn't start out like it was going to be that way, and the Tigers fought back and built a lead. Arlington has come back to get within 2 with 2:54 to go here in the first. Hunt to Yarbrough in the backcourt. Marlin brings it across the timeline, gets it to McGee out front. McGee driving, picks his dribble up, gets it over to Hunt. Hunt drives with a shot. It's going to be blocked by Daniel, and he'll get it to Pester. Pester coming across the timeline in the corner to Dotson, driving the baseline. Now we get it into Big Daniel. Daniel goes up with a layup, and we're tied at 12. That's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, they got so much length. It's tough.
Yarbrough with it. Now gets it over to Hunt. Hunt crosses the timeline right at the logo over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough. Thomas drives. Good move. Off the glass. No good. Daniel runs it down. Now he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Thomas. In comes Wilkes and Lambert. Harris and Thomas will go out with 2:13 to go here in the first quarter. So Pester will inbound in the backcourt. Wilkes on him. So he crosses the timeline, gets it over to Dotson, right wing, back out front to Pester. Pester right around the free throw line, goes around. Wilkes gets it to Powell. Powell goes up, he's fouled, and the shot's good. Man, what a quick move there by Pester.
Fast.
So Powell will go to the line with a chance to put Arlington up. By 3. Shot on the way, good. 15-12 now, Arlington. Hunt with it in the backcourt. Powell picks him up there. He'll cross the timeline. They try to trap him. He'll leave it off for Yarbrough. Lambert. Lambert gets it inside to McGee. McGee up, good.
That's a great pass by Kyle.
15-14 now. Arlington on top. Pester has it. Over to Jones. Jones. He picks his dribble up, back to Pester. Having trouble getting it across. Now Powell has it. He goes hard into the glass and good. In the lane, up off the glass, and now we're going to throw it out of bounds. It went in as he was trying to get it in right off of Marlin's foot. And it'll be Arlington's basketball. Daniels from the free throw line. No good. Hunt with a rebound. Here comes the Tigers. Rivers all the way down to Yarbrough. Yarbrough right side down to Hunt. Hunt fires over Daniels. Good.
Boom. Big 3.
So Hunt ties it up, and now here comes Arlington. Pester has it. He'll circle back outside, and he throws it out of bounds. He threw it over to Jones. Jones, you would have thought that thing was on fire.
He didn't want any of it, did he?
No, he got the alligator arms on that one. He threw it into the crowd. Hunt has it, gets it into Lambert in the backcourt. Now here comes Kyle. Kyle picks his dribble up, gets it over to Hunt, way outside here on the left side. Powell on him. Rivers with it. Inside to McGee. McGee right around the free throw line. He about walked. And Hunt gets it back. Hunt over to Wilkes. Wilkes on the left wing. Gets it to Lambert. Lambert fires.
Boom.
Good. Now here comes Pester all the way down. Runs into Hunt. He'll circle back out top of the key. Dotson drives in the paint. One-hander. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back out to Dotson. Dotson drives into Powell. Powell over to Daniel.
Woo. Up
off the glass and good.
That's some kind of ball movement there.
19-19. Here's a foul.
Yeah.
That was
all. It looked like intentional almost.
Well, I mean, it was just stupid. I mean, just out in the open court and just grabbed him. 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. In comes Gerals. Hunt will go out, and he'll get a slight breather. Wilkes will inbound in front of Tiger Nation over there. He'll get it to Yarbrough. 12 seconds. He's working on Pester. Reverses down the lane, right around the free throw line. Pulls up. No good. Almost goes out of bounds. Here's a quick pass down. And the last second shot by Pester is off the rim. No good. And that's the way we'll end. The first quarter's in the books. We're all tied at 19-19. Arlington and the Tigers here in the first round of region play. You're listening to Hardin County Basketball right here on 93.5 FM. Back in 1 minute. Welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium, Hardin County Basketball on a Wednesday night, 19-19, as Arlington and Hardin County have 1 quarter in the books. We'll move to the second quarter. It'll be Arlington's basketball. It's been quite entertaining, to say the least.
It has been that.
Matlock will get it in to Pester. Pester will walk it down. They're on the north end of the court. Thomas waiting on him right around the top of the key. Dotson on the left wing. Inside to Pester. Pester around the baseline. Gets it back out to Daniel. Daniel to Dotson. Has a wide open three. Got it.
I believe that's their first 3 of the game.
Yarbrough with a basketball now in the backcourt. Here's a baseball pass to Harris in the corner. He's walking all over the place.
He walked 4 times there.
And now it's going to be stolen away from Yarbrough. Pester has it. Gets it to Jones. Jones inside. No good. Misses a layup. It's blocked. And it goes in. And they're going to get Rivers with a foul. And that was all ball.
It was.
So Jones will go to the line. I'll have to say that was the best walk I've seen in a long time not to get called.
Well, it ended up with a turnover and give them a 3-point play. So
25-19 Arlington. They've made a little run here to start the second. A couple of turnovers by the Tigers. Yarbrough with it. Pester on him. Yarbrough is going to have it stolen from behind. Pester all the way down. Goes in. Good. We've got to keep the basketball. We can't turn it over. 27-19 now. 6:58 to go in the second. Hunt has it. Jones on him. They got quite the size advantage.
Yeah, they do.
Just about at every position. Here's a wide open Gallick underneath. Good.
That was a great pass by Rivers.
27-21. Pester has it. He's being trapped in the backcourt now. He's got the basketball. He calls a timeout as he spun around. And he's yelling at everybody.
He's yelling at his players.
Yeah, everybody left him, but they had to call a timeout. Had several of those here in the first half. 27-21. We'll be back in 30 seconds. (27-21), 6:39 to go here in the half. Arlington basketball. Pester has it across the timeline. Thomas on him. Gets it outside to Matlock. Matlock fires. No good. Gallick gets the rebound for the Tigers, and he'll dribble it down. Powell's all over him. They're swarming on him. He finally gets it to Yarbrough. Yarbrough all the way down the lane. Left hand. Good.
Well, that was pretty.
Now here comes Arlington. Arlington, a quick pass into Matlock. It's going to be knocked away. Pester gets his own rebound. Ball bouncing around everywhere on the floor. Pester puts it up.
Goodness.
Good. And they're going to get Harris.
Well, that needs to be on the floor.
With the foul, but they're going to say it counted.
To him.
And Coach Carpenter is saying that he was on the floor. And he's pointing to it was on the floor, and he says no. Man, what a shot, though, by Pester.
Yeah, they're very athletic.
So Pester will go to the line for a 3-point play. Ball's up, no good. That's over the back. They didn't call it. Hunt ends up with a rebound, gets it to Harris. Harris turns, gets it across the timeline. 29-23, over to Thomas. Thomas fires a three, no good. Rebound Jones to Dotson. Dotson to Matlock. Matlock trying to get it inside to Pester. He's around the baseline. He does. Finally outside to Jones. Jones fires a three, no good. Hunt gets the rebound, gets knocked down. Gallick ends up with it and trying to get it over to Yarbrough, and he's going to throw it away, and Dotson goes in with a layup. Thomas with it to Gallick. Gallick driving, tries to get it over to Harris. He throws it away. Now here comes Pester. Pester to Dotson, left-handed layup, good, and Yarbrough fouls him.
Ooh, that happened quick, Steve.
Well, just lost our composure with once we got rebounds is the thing. 33-23. Dotson will go to the line. Made some mistakes out here with what we were doing and just kind of lost our composure.
Yeah, and their press has given us fits.
Well, they're letting us get it in. It's just there's hands going everywhere. Yarbrough finally gets it. He's going to throw it away. They jump the pass. Here's Pester all the way down. Yarbrough goes up. Here goes a shot. It goes over the backboard, and they're going to call a foul.
Well, that was after he shot it.
Yep. Yep. That was a late call, and Coach Carpenter's wondering why.
Yeah, he's not going to get a good explanation because that was not good.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. You're right. He's going to have to be careful. First shot on the way by Pester is good. 35-23. 5:03 to go. Next one on the way by Pester is good, and now Coach Carpenter wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. 5:03 to go, 36-23. Arlington's built the lead here in a second. We'll be back with more Hardin County basketball right after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch. Steve Cornell along with Bob Atkinson. Our old pal, the voice, is with us again tonight. Bill Sharp is here with us. We won't give him the mic yet, though. And he said he didn't want it. Not in this game. Hunt with it. Throws it away again. That's about the fifth turnover. Here comes Pester all the way down and lays it up over the iron.
And it seems like every turnover we have leads to a wide-open dunk or layup.
38-23. Thomas has it. Now he's been attacked, and it's going to go out of bounds as Jones knocks it out. They're on a 19-4 run here in the second quarter. Yarbrough with the basketball to Hunt. Hunt down the corner to Thomas. Thomas drives, pulls up, no good. Rebound Pester. Gets it to Jones, and here comes Arlington. Jones, big frame coming across the timeline. Now we go in, tries a hammer slam, goes off the back of the rim, no good. Matlock ends up with it. Now they'll quick throw into Powell. Powell here to Dotson. Dotson fires a three, nailed it. We give up on that one. And now they want a timeout.
Why?
I have no idea. So Arlington will take a timeout. It'll be A 1 minute timeout, I do believe. It will be a full timeout. 4:11 to go, 41-23. We'll be back in 1 minute. (41-23). It's been all Arlington here in the second quarter. Hardin County basketball. Gallic has it on the baseline. Drives in the paint, going up against Big Jones, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds.
That's not going to work.
No. He's got size in every direction. He's tall and a big young man. Thomas has it. Gets it out front to Yarbrough. Yarbrough fires a three. Long one, no good. Rebound, Matlock. Here comes Arlington. Matlock pulls up from the free throw line. No good. Powell gets the rebound. No good. And now Hunt ends up with it. Gets it to Thomas. Here comes the Tigers across the timeline. Thomas weaving around, and then he loses the basketball. That's just kind of second quarter it's been. Dotson has it. Driving in the paint. Gets it to Jones. He spins around up off the glass and good. They're just imposing their will right now. 43-23. It was 19-19 when we started the quarter. Hunt fires a three. No good. Tigers can't buy a basket right now. Jones with the rebound. They'll get it to Dotson, and now they'll slow it down. Dotson will walk it across the timeline. He stands right at the logo. 2:59 to go here in the second. Dotson looking back at his coach. Now they call it off as far as going fast. Thomas comes out. Now he'll make him drive. Thomas to Powell. Powell goes up left hand. That didn't work out. So Powell has come in off the bench and scored about 8. Hunt with it in the front court. Now they're trying to trap him. They've got him trapped, looking for help. It's going to go to Harris. Harris goes up off the glass. No good. Powell gets the rebound to Matlock. Matlock coming against Gallic. Goes up. No good. They're going to – is it a charge?
Yeah, they called a charge.
So a charge, I believe, was on Powell, I believe. Now Daniels will come in. Matlock will go out. 45-23. They're on a 28-4 run here in the second quarter. It looked promising there in the first. McGee with a basketball in the front court, spinning around, trying to find help. Finally finds Lambert. Lambert has it, top of the key. Yarbrough. Yarbrough right side, now goes left. Dribbling around, trying to find something, gets it over to Hunt. Hunt is knocked out of bounds by Dotson. They'll call a foul on him. Lockhart is in the game now for Arlington. He'll be on Yarbrough. Yes, Yarbrough gets it to Lambert. Lambert fires a three, way off, no good. Daniels controls the rebound, and here comes Arlington with 1:47 to go here in the second. Jones has it out here on the right side, way out here by the timeline. He'll back it up. He'll give it off to Dotson. Lambert on him. Now Dotson will spin, go down the lane, goes up. He's fouled, and the basket's good. As I think Rivers got him. They didn't want to do that. Then we opened the lane up for him, and he just took it to the basket.
He did.
I think if we just sat back, they would be content just to sit back and go a little bit slower.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
like
beneficial to us.
Backed off their press a little bit.
Dotson hits the three-point play, and it's 48-23. Here comes Hunt. Hunt across the timeline. Dotson on him. Now he's driving. Gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes a fire three. No good. Daniels with a rebound. Gets it to Lockhart. Lockhart will slow it down. He'll come across the timeline. Working on Wilkes, driving right. Looking inside. Now he'll get it inside to Jones. Jones working on Hunt. Goes into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. Good. We stopped him.
Well, he's a strong kid.
Yarbrough with the basketball. Almost got it picked by Lockhart. Picks it back up across the timeline. Over to Wilkes. Wilkes is going to be fouled as Lockhart runs into him. That's their 16th foul, his first. 44.6 seconds to go. Gerals will enter the game. Wilkes will come out. No, Yarbrough's coming out. Hunt will inbound in front of Tiger Nation over there. Good crowd on hand here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Getting a feel of basketball for sure. We'll be here again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The Lady Tigers will be in action against Arlington. Gerals has a basketball, spinning around, looking for some help. Gets it to Lambert. Lambert quickly to Hunt. Hunt goes up left hand, no good. And here comes Arlington as they'll throw it out of bounds. Looked like they were trying to alley-oop to Jones, went out of bounds. But that's the deal I'm talking about. Rivers looked around first before he went up with a layup, expecting somebody to get him from behind.
Right. Yeah, they're intimidated on every shot, and it's because of the length and athleticism that Arlington has, which they have.
18 seconds to go. Hunt with the basketball. Driving past Powell. Gets it in the corner to Gerals. 11 seconds to go to Hunt. Hunt driving the baseline. Over to Lambert. Lambert thinks about a three. Gets it out front to Wilkes. Wilkes a fire to the three. No good. Rebound McGee. McGee trying to go up. Knocked out of his hand. The horn blows.
I think they're going to get a foul here. No,
They are going to call a foul.
Yeah,
Good call.
Get one.
Well, there'll be no time on the clock when he shoots this.
We're in a 1-and-1, I guess.
So Caleb will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 to try to inch closer. First one on the way, no good. So he will not get the bonus, and that's the way the half will end. They'll end on a 31-4 run by Arlington, and they push the lead to 50-23. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your first half stats. You're listening to Hardin County Basketball right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. We're at halftime, 50-23 our score, Arlington on top. But if you were here for the first quarter, we had ourselves a ball game. But since then, what'd you say, Coach? 48-12?
Yeah,
I think it's a 46
to 12 run from the time we were up 11-5 out there, or 11-4.
Yep.
All right, let's look at the totals of the first half.
Well, great first quarter, like you said. We wish we could have stopped at that.
Hey, we came out hustling, especially on that first tip.
Yeah.
We came out strong.
Kind of shocked them, I think. But
we did.
Scoring in the first half for the Tigers, Rivers Hunt with 3, Marlon Yarbrough with 5, Jake Gallick with 4, Kyle Lambert with 2, Caleb McGee with 2, and leading scorer in the first half, Cooper Harris with 7 points. I think those were all within about the first 3 minutes of the ball game for Cooper. He had a really good start to the game, and I think we kind of caught Arlington off guard there at first with their hustle and our effort. And but you know what you got to guard against a team that's athletic and as good as they are those quick 10-minute bursts that can just happen quickly when they're turning you over and getting layups on the other end. So very, very tough second quarter for us, as it was 19-19 after the first quarter. We're down 50-23.
Yeah, they had that little 4-minute stretch right there where we turned the ball over and they were running out.
Right. Yep. Yeah, and that can happen easily when you're playing an athletic team like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Coach, let's bring in Coach Ron Burl. You had a good night last night.
Yeah, we did. I appreciate that. Our kids came out hot, and I think we got up 14-0 on them, and then they crawled back into it, but we've been able to keep the lead and stretched it out a little bit. But Bartlett, I think it's been 5 years in a row that we put them out.
I know they're glad we're going to a different district.
Oh, yeah. yeah. And I'll tell you what, I thought our kids played really well, and I thought we did a lot of really good things. I thought our defense came on. If we could have hit our free throws, especially in the second half, I feel like everybody on the team would have had a chance to play.
Well, Bob made a good point last night, too. He said, the Bartlett coach, he said, man, he's coaching hard. We were talking about both of you guys. Y'all were really into the game last night. They've got a new coach. I think he came from Arlington,
He
brought
did.
his coaching staff. And they were a different team than the previous four that we played.
They are. And they had two new girls, too, after Christmas. But you might have seen them last year with that very last game we played, Whitehaven. There's two players on their team. The number, number 5 with the long hair, she played for them. And I think either 20 or 22. Can't remember.
Well, you know what? You speak of 20 when their point guard went down. And did you know what happened? Was it a knee or?
Blake was talking about. They thought it was a knee.
Okay. Well, she goes down. 20 comes out and starts. That's Conley starts being the point guard and running the show. She was a whole lot more aggressive, and that really turned the pace of their play around.
Right. Well, we scouted them pretty much. We had a lot of film on them, and one thing we thought they couldn't do was shoot the threes well, and that's what they did well.
Right.
Against us, that's what they did well, because our defense was kind of stymieing inside, and I think they shot 50% from the threes, and they hit a couple long ones and a couple bank ones. There's 3 of them threes out of the 6 that they made that I thought was, the basketball gods definitely were on their side.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you've touched on it already, but if you're hitting free throws, we win that game by 20. But going forward, as we get against better opponents, as we're trying to make a deeper run in these playoffs, free throws can be crucial. So
we have to hit them, and we do practice them.
Right.
Well, what do you know about Arlington?
They're like the boys. They're real athletic. They get after you. They can press you. They can move up and down the floor. They have 3 starters back from the last year's run, and they were in the state tournament and they won their first round. There was 4 left, and that's when they called the tournament off. So they're a good athletic team, and we're going to have to play really well, and we have to be able to. They're going to pressure us, and they're going to come and they're going to run kind of like them, a man-to-man run and jump, and they're going to play a diamond and one and try to trap us. If we can take care of business and take care of the ball and not turn it over and hit our outside shots, at a good pace, I think that we're going to be really good. But I tell you what, we got to have. We got to have a crowd like we had last night, and like our crowd's into it right now. That crowd last night was so intimidating to Bartlett. They hadn't seen the crowd all year. They hadn't seen many people without masks all year. And they come in here and the lights are turned out, and when it pops up, it's 90% full on the back side. And it was a big, big plus for us. It really helped us in the beginning of the game. It got our kids psyched up, and we scored 19 points in the first quarter, and we were up, I think, 14-0 at one time when we started out. So please come out and support us tomorrow night for the region championship. We need you.
I thought something was wrong with me because they had radio here last night. When I walked in, they put their mask on. I said, what? I'm the only one in here. So, and then they looked at me funny and said, got a big crowd. I said, we're all kin. It doesn't matter.
Well, I can understand looking at you then putting the mask on.
Well, you think they want me to put the mask on.
Yeah, he's got a good radio face, don't he, Coach?
Yeah, I've been told tonight, several occasions. So, but anyway, congratulations on the big win last night. One step closer to your goal, and Arlington will be in. It'll be a a really good opponent coming in.
It will be. They've been the number one team in West Tennessee and Memphis for all year long, and I just feel like I like our team. I like the way they're playing. I like the way they're doing things, and I like our chances. And hopefully we go out there and not lay an egg, and we go out there and take care of business and move the ball. And if we take care of the ball, I think it's going to be a very exciting game.
Looking forward to it. Coach Carpenter down there, what do you think he's telling his team?
He's probably telling them to take care of the ball. He said, that first half, everybody's in the game. They're proud for you. You played really well, and if you take care of the ball, then they're probably not going to be up as many points they are. But let's finish out strong. We've had a good year. Let's go ahead and go 0-0 and try to get it close.
Well, exactly. Anything can happen. That's why
right.
they play 4 quarters. So
right.
Look forward to it. Look forward to y'all tomorrow night. 7
7
p.m. tip-off time from Michaela Welch Gymnasium. It'll be the Lady Tigers and Arlington for the second round of the TSSAA region playoffs. So let's take a timeout. We're at halftime. 50-23 our score. Arlington on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
We off there.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Hardin County. Yarbrough with the basketball out front, inside to Hunt. They're on the north end of the court. He'll drive on Daniels. Nothing there. Gets it outside to Thomas. Back to Hunt. Hunt fires a three. Got it.
Boom. Good way to
Good
start.
way to start. Here comes Arlington. Arlington, the Matlock all the way down the floor, up off the glass. Good. They beat us down the floor. And it's 52-26. Yarbrough with it across the timeline. Splits 2 Arlington players, gets it to Harris. Harris drives back out front to Hunt. Hunt over to Thomas. Big Daniels comes out over on him. He'll get it to Hunt. Hunt to Gallick, left wing. Gallick will dribble back to the top of the key. Now reverses, gets it to Thomas. Thomas, top of the key, over to Harris, right side. Now Thomas in the corner. To Hunt, running. Good. Good play. Got everybody turned around. He beat Pester to the glass, and it's 52-28. Here comes Pester, puts it up. No good. Saved by Harris, but right to Pester. Pester over to Dotson. Dotson for a three. Got it. Boy, he don't miss.
No, he's shoot. You know, Steve, when we can get in a half-court set, we've been kind of effective. We just hadn't been in it much.
Gallick with the basketball down the lane, swings it over to Harris, up off the glass, good. Here comes Dotson all the way back down the floor. They hit him in stride and up off the glass good, and it's just back and forth again. Here comes Yarbrough. Yarbrough across the timeline. Yarbrough has it left side. He's picked by Dotson. Dotson is jumping up and down. Boy, good
he
quick
was off
hands.
to the races, wasn't
yeah, he was. I'm not so sure that he wasn't right, but we got it out of bounds.
I think he was.
Thomas will inbound it to Yarbrough. Yarbrough, a long three, no good. I don't think that's what you wanted out here in this situation, but anyway, Daniels, he gets it. Free throw line, pulls up from there, good. Pretty smooth shot from a big guy, and it's 59-30. Yarbrough gets it to Hunt. Dotson all over him. He'll spin away from him, gets to Thomas, and it's going to be knocked away by Daniels into the Tiger bench. So Thomas will inbound from there. Yarbrough has it, fires another three. No good. High up off the iron, and it comes down to Jones. Jones all the way down to Pester. Pester has it. They've left him wide open. He's going to turn around and shoot. No good. And then we'll knock it out of bounds. Gallick knocks it out of bounds. Pester will have it underneath the goal. They get it to Dotson. Dotson fires. No good. Pester ends up with a rebound. That's a perfect name for him.
Yeah, he's a Pester.
Yeah. He'll go up, and it's going to be blocked by Hunt. But they're going to get Rivers for the foul. So Pester will go to the line to shoot a couple. 59-30. 5:33 to go here in the third. Pester eyes it, fires, and no good. So he'll get another. Takes a couple of dribbles, spins the basketball, fires, and good this time. 61-30, 5:32 to go. Hunt with a basketball across the timeline. He'll run into Jones, and Jones will knock him out of bounds.
That's a good way to put it.
You know, he looks like a young Burdine.
Who does?
Jones, number 2. Just look at him just from.
Yeah, I see it.
I just now noticed that. Gallick with a basketball. Man, their hands going everywhere, and that time Daniels knocks it off Rivers, and it's going out of bounds, and it'll be Arlington basketball. Here comes Dotson. Dotson across the timeline. He'll pull up there. Now he'll drive right around the free throw line. Fires good. Has he missed?
No, they've shot the ball well.
Yarbrough with it, almost got it picked in the backcourt, trying to find a way across the timeline. Finally does. Hands going everywhere. He gets into the lane, gets it to Harris, and it's going to be knocked away by Daniel. That's the thing that you'll notice when you play games like this with the speed that they play at, and you have to speed your game up.
Yeah.
It just creates so many mistakes. Thomas trying to get it in, finally finds Yarbrough. He'll drive, jump step, goes up. It's going to be blocked. Jones hustling after it. Gallick comes up with it, though. Still has it right around the free throw line. Gets it back to Marlin. Marlin, top of the key. Now he'll drive. Goes inside. It's going to be blocked by Daniels. Hunt gets the rebound. Gets it off to Gallick. Gallick goes up. No good. He's going to be fouled by Jones.
I think he felt like he had to call it. Well, Steve, we hadn't had to play this way all year long. I mean, even Brighton and Munford and our county, really, as athletic as they are, they don't play this style. It's more of a slow-down, half-court game, and that's what we've been used to playing all year, and that is not what this is tonight.
Well, it is, and it's a different style. Like you said, a basketball when you go the west and you get in Memphis and the Memphis area.
That's right.
It's more physical. It's faster pace. And it's hard to play like that when you don't play like it all year long. First one up by Jake is good.
And, you know, Coach Burnham's got a great point, and he's right. I saw the Arlington-Hardin County game last year, very similar in the style that they play, and they're very athletic. So hopefully our girls can come out and handle that tomorrow night.
Jake fires again, good. 62-32, 4:37 to go. Jones with it, back over to Pester. Pester to Matlock in the front court. He'll drive. He'll have it taken away from him. Thomas comes up with it. looking for some help. He's going to fall across the timeline, and they're going to say walk. He picked his dribble up over here in the corner, and they just attacked him. And, the size difference is just killing us right now. Dotson with it out front. Dotson over to Pester. Pester back to Dotson. Right around the logo. He'll dribble to his right, looking for some help. Now he gets it. He'll get it to Daniels. It's going to be tipped away by Hunt. Rivers comes down with it, and here comes the Tigers. Rivers has it left wing. Down in the corner to Harris. Harris fires a three. Got it. Need some more of those for sure.
Yes, sir.
Matlock with it. Back to Pester. Pester across the timeline. Here comes Arlington. Down the floor. Alley-oop to Daniels. Slams it home. Yarbrough with it to Thomas. Thomas almost lost it. Good play into Gallick. Gallick is going to throw it away. Tried to do too much with it. Should have shot. Try to get it over to Harris, and he'll bounce it into the crowd, and it'll be Arlington basketball.
When you're Jake's size and there's 2 6'9" boys, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to shoot it.
Exactly. 64-35. Dotson from the corner. No good. Short. Yarbrough gets it. Here comes Marlin. He's off and running. He'll circle back around. Now he'll fire three. Got it. 64-38 now. Jones with it to Pester. Pester across the timeline. He's driving down the paint. Gets it inside to Matlock. He'll spin around. Right-hander goes up. Good. We need a stop. Need several of them on their end. Hunt with the basketball across the timeline to Harris. Harris will fire three. Got it. Jones's hand was in his face, but he knocked it down. Here comes Pester. Pester right at the free throw line, gets it to Dotson. Dotson fires an open three, no good. Rebound Jones, he'll put it up off the glass, good. And he'll go to the line. Man, he had good position and just swallowed that basketball up. And he'll go to the line for a three-point play. Wilkes will come into the game now. McKinley will come out. 2:35 to go here in the third, 68-41. It was 19-19 after the first quarter. It was 11-4 Hardin County at one point in the first quarter, and then it's been all Arlington. Yarbrough with it in the backcourt. He's had to work hard tonight. Gets it to Hunt in the front court. Rivers driving, pulls up over to Wilkes. Makes a move, gets it out to Marlin for three. That one's off. It's going to be controlled by Jones. And here comes Jones. Over to Pester. Pester right around the free throw line. Gets it to Dotson on the right side. Now to Daniels. Free throw line. Shoots. No good. Jones tips the rebound out to Pester. He'll get it to Dotson running the baseline. Puts up the floater. Good. Yarbrough has it. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt across the timeline. Over to Harris. Harris a fire three. It's going to be blocked by Daniels. Tries to throw it off his foot. And Cooper ends up with it, and he'll throw it away. And here comes Matlock for the slam, and he'll throw it out of bounds. They try to get the alley-oop.
Yep.
And it went out of bounds. So it'll be Hardin County basketball with 1:44 to go here in the third. Marlin will bring it across the timeline, gets it to McGee. McGee looking for some help, finally finds Rivers. Rivers working on Dotson. 1:33 to go. Hunt will go to his right. Back out front to Yarbrough. Yarbrough on the right wing, inside to Wilkes. Going to be tipped away by Daniels. Here he comes to Matlock. Matlock goes up for the layup. No good, but he's going to be fouled. And Marlin's going to go down. Looked like he got kicked.
Yeah, I think it knocked the breath out of him.
In the ribs.
Kicked. That boy was up high enough to kick Marlin in the chest. So
Matlock will go to the line for a couple. In the game is Gilmore now for Arlington. Lambert will come into the game. Yarbrough will go out. First one on the way, no good. Harris, Hunt, Wilkes, Lambert, and McGee in the game now for Hardin County with 1:14 to go here in the third. Next one on the way is good. So Matlock will have a seat. Powell comes into the game. 72-41. And we're just in the third. Hunt with the basketball. Across the timeline. Spinning around. Looking for some help. Lockhart is going to pick him. Now here they come. Jones with it. All the way across the floor. Here's a long three-pointer. No good. Ball being batted around. McGee comes down with it. And then he's going to throw it into the arms of Daniels. Daniels over to Powell. Powell back out front to Jones. Jones trying to get it to Daniels. Tips it over to Gilmore. And Gilmore hits the three. Lambert with the basketball. Powell all over him. Man, they're just pressing and pressing us. 75-41. They'll get it to Wilkes in the front court over to Lambert. Lambert with an open three. Thought about it too long. Blocked by Daniels. He's running the floor. Here comes Daniels with a slam. And it's 77-41. A long pass down to Harris. 10 seconds to go. Into McGee. McGee spins around on Daniels. It's going to be blocked. Now Jones has it. He's all alone. Here comes a hammer jam. He misses another one. He had her wide open, and that's the second one he missed. And the clock finally hits 0, and that's the end of the third quarter. And folks, stay with us, but it's gotten ugly. 77-41, Arlington on top. We'll be back in 1 minute. I think for our radio listeners, maybe having a little bit of audio difficulty, but hopefully we got that fixed.
Well, there's a lot of difficulty up here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. 77-41. Arlington on top. They'll get the basketball to start here in the third. It just doesn't seem fair. So Harris, Hunt, Thomas, Yarbrough, and Gallick will start it off for the Tigers here in the fourth. Jones into Lockhart in the backcourt. Lockhart across the timeline. Thomas all over him, trying. Lockhart gets it over to Jones. Jones will hand it back off to him out front. Lockhart right side to Daniels. Daniels gives it back up to Lockhart, and they're just a contempt really to run some clock probably. Lockhart has it looking around inside, out front to Jones. Jones will drive, get it to Gilmore. Gilmore fires a three, in and out, no good. Daniels gets a rebound, tips it around, puts it back up, good. Rivers tried. He's just too tall.
Yep. That's all you can say.
Yep. Hunt has
Great effort by Rivers. It's just difficult.
Hunt drives. Thomas with it. Driving out front to Yarbrough. Yarbrough fires a three, got it. Daniels will inbound to Lockhart. Back to Daniels. Daniels, big guy, will bring it down. Ooh, man, he looked like he turned his ankle. I believe he did. Yarbrough gets the pass, goes in for the layup, and it's good.
Well,
and he's fouled.
We may not do it the rest of the night, but we made them look bad on that trip.
Yeah, Big Gilmore was bringing it down, and it looked like he twisted his ankle, and he lost control of the basketball. Marlin ended up with it, went in for the layup, and he'll go to the line.
That was a great effort by Marlin to maintain in the air as he got hit.
So Daniel will come out into the game. It's Wilson. Marlin's free throw, no good. Jones gets the rebound. Jones has it. Thomas all over him. He's on the ground sliding around. He finally gets it back to Lockhart. They knocked him down. He tripped over Thomas. But Arlington will end up with the basketball out by the logo. Lockhart over to Gilmore, back to Lockhart. Dribbling to the right side. They're on the south end of the court. Now Jones down the lane, kicks it back out to Gilmore. Gilmore fires, good. He's come in and hit a couple.
He can shoot. He looks like a young kid. I bet he's probably a sophomore, freshman.
Yarbrough with it now for Hardin County. Spins in the lane, almost gets it taken away. Now he'll give it up to Jones. Jones going in. He's going to be fouled. And they're going to get Gallick
They got
with
him
intentional. Yeah.
I didn't see that. He's just trying to keep him from scoring.
Yeah, it was a ticky-tack call.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was a hard foul, but, I mean, if you're going to go in there, and as many times that they've gone in and slammed on us and everything else, which, I mean, that's just basketball, but now Coach Carpenter wants to take a moment to air his displeasure to the official as Jones will go to the line, and he misses the first one. So he'll get another one. It's on the way and no good. Well, he looks the part, but he has struggled tonight. And he'll have a seat, and Powell will come into the game now, as it looks like they got their second line in with 6:07 to go. 82-46 the score. Arlington on top. Gilmore way outside for a three. No good. Lockhart gets the rebound. Inside to Powell. Powell with the left hand, good. He's had some good minutes in this game.
Yeah, he has.
Yarbrough has it now for Hardin County in the backcourt. Gives it to Hunt across the timeline. Rivers goes in off the glass. No good. It's going to be tipped around. Lockhart comes out with it to Gilmore. Gilmore running the floor up off the glass. Good. 86-46. 5:36 to go here in this contest. Yarbrough has it out front. He'll drive. He'll kick it to Thomas. Thomas to Gallick at the top of the key. Wilson on him. He'll dribble it back and get it over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough, right wing, fires a long three. No good. Rebound by Wilson. Here comes Lockhart for Arlington. Down the lane, tries to get it over to Wilson, and the ball is going to be kicked. And it'll be Arlington basketball with 4:58 to go here in this contest. Arlington was going, they'll move on. Here's a long three-pointer, good. Wilson from the corner. And it's 89-46. Yarbrough with the basketball. Marlin has it in the corner. He'll fire three. No good. Rebound Wilson. He'll get it to Lockhart. Lockhart being harassed by Thomas in the backcourt. He's still playing hard. Over to Gilmore. Way downtown. No good. It's kicked around, and Gallick ends up with it for Hardin County. Jake has it driving down the lane. Powell on him. Gets it to Harris. Harris on the baseline. Goes up. No good. But there's a foul. I think it's on the floor. Arlington will move on to round two. And Hardin County will see its season come to an end here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Arlington just a little too much for the Tigers. They fought hard, though. I'll give them that. Yarbrough with it in the corner to Gallick. Gallick driving, gets it picked. Here comes Arlington. All the way to the basket. That's good. That's White now into the game. They're getting the all the bench in the game now at the 3:23 mark. Hunt with it. a senior for Hardin County, goes in hard off the glass, good over Mazzanic. Arlington with the basketball now, 3 minutes to go. White has it, falls down. Now inside to Wilson. Wilson working on Hunt. Now they fire three, no good, goes out of bounds. They got a lot of young guys in there right now.
Yep.
91-48, 2:50 to go here in the contest. Gallick has it, top of the key. Fires over to Thomas. And was it tip? They're going to say it was tip. They're going to give it to the Tigers. And that's going to do it as Harris comes out, Hunt comes out, Yarbrough comes out, Thomas comes out, and Gallick comes out. All are seniors but Yarbrough. And they played their last basketball game here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium, and they came off to a standing ovation. Wilson gets the rebound after a shot missed by Whitley. Here comes Arlington. Here's a that's Powell, is reverse layup. I don't know how he made that.
Yeah.
Everything going right for Arlington. 93-48.
Yeah, they're looking for 100, I can tell you.
Whitley has it over to Wilkes. Wilkes top of the key over to Gerals. Gerals a fire three, no good. Rebound will go to White. White gets it to Powell. Powell will run right over Cooper Clout.
That looked like a football play. My goodness.
So Whitley will inbound. Trying to get it into Wilkes. Finally gets it into Clout. Clout has it across the timeline. Tries to swing it over to Whitley. It's going to be stolen. Here comes Arlington all the way down the floor. No good. And Cooper gets a foul. He gets his name in the book.
He took a charge, so that's the second time his name's in the book.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
Second
yeah.
time? Okay. So Arlington will go to the line to shoot a pair with 51 seconds to go. Bill, to answer your question, they do not run the clock, apparently. They do not run the clock, apparently, in playoffs. 94-48. Couple of bounces. Eyes it, fires, and no good. Whitley with a rebound. Over to Wilkes. Wilkes down to Clout. Clout drives the baseline, goes up for the layup. Good.
He got his name in that book again, Steve.
Yes, sir. Powell will get it in. Stolen away by Whitley. Wilkes has it to Gerals. Gerals goes up, no good. Whitley gets a rebound. He'll put it back, good. Here comes Powell with it. Powell will get it over to Burrow. Burrow fire three, and he nailed it. 97-52, 16 seconds to go. We're going to turn it over. They got a chance to get 100. No, they're going to go for the layup inside. Good. We just need to hold the basketball. Don't let them get it. 99. 5 seconds to go. 99-52. Clout has it. Gets it inside. Layup. And I don't think they're going to count it. Doesn't matter. Appreciate that, Mr. Official. You've been not so good all night long. 99-54 is the final. And that'll do it for Hardin County, the men's team, as they lose in the first round of the region. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with tonight's totals right after this. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Tough night for Hardin County. It looked promising in the first quarter. It was 19-19 at the end of the first quarter, and then it was all Arlington the rest of the way out from that point, really from the 11-4 point.
Yeah.
As we were up, they called a quick timeout. We were out playing them, being really aggressive, hitting some shots, and then all of a sudden started turning it over. But the fast pace of play, Bob, I think,
Right.
their quickness, we had to turn it up, and we're just not used to that style of basketball.
No, we're not. And again, like we've talked about, we were just totally out of what we had been doing all year in the half-court game. And when you play an athletic team like Arlington, you just got to prevent those 10, 12-point runs. I mean, you look up and within 30 seconds, if you're turning the ball over, they're getting layups. It can just happen. So, here's the thing. Tomorrow night, we face an Arlington girls team that is going to play the same style. And so hopefully our girls can handle that pressure a little better, and we'll have a different outcome. But I'll run down the scoring for you. We'll look with Marlon Yarbrough with 13 points in double figures, Caleb McGee with 2, Cooper Clapp off the bench with 2, and then the remaining scores were all seniors. John Whitley in his last game had 2 points. Kyle Lambert in his last game had 2 points. Jake Gallick in his final home game or last game had 6. Rivers Hunt in his final home game with 10 points in double figures. And the leading scorer tonight was senior Cooper Harris with 15. Cooper really had a good game. He had a big first 3 or 4 minutes of that first quarter where he scored 7 points, and then he had a couple threes in the second half, so he ended with 15 points. McKinley Thomas, also a senior on this basketball team, he was unable to score tonight, but good careers for these young guys, and it came to an end tonight. And but they're still district champions. They can't take that away from them.
Yeah, they district champions, and then they were a scotch away from being the regular season champions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up being tournament champions and getting some win. But look, these seniors have been here. They've gone through some struggles during their 4 years here. We hadn't won a lot of ball games in our district, but something happened this year. And it's chemistry is a lot of it. People talk about chemistry, momentum, things like that. That is a big deal. And if you've got a team, they're not the most talented team that we've ever had here.
Right.
But there's something about them, the grittiness, the way they play. They found them a leader in Rivers coming back.
Yep.
This year. Didn't play last year. Concentrated on getting ready for his football season. The leadership ability that he had coming from football, being the quarterback there, leading there, and then coming in here made the world a difference for this basketball team because they had somebody to lean on. And then we had some great play by some kids that picked their game up. You talking about Cooper Harris. He had some really good games this year. Marlon had some good games. Gallick, he's going to be Gallick, and he's more of a defensive player for us. McKinley had a big night here. I think he had 20-something one night here.
One of the district games, yeah.
And so you've got that, and then you got your role players coming in with Wheeler coming in. He had some good game, gave you some good minutes as well. McGee, a young guy, big guy in the middle, brought energy. So it's been a good season. Hate that it ended here, but the further you go, if you don't have the height and size and the speed, you're not going to go very far, not in AAA.
No, you're not. And, we talked to Rory, and we've mentioned this several times throughout the season, that we did recognize this team seemed to play better together, and they were fun to watch many nights. And, next year, Steve, we move to a different district. I think it's one that will help us. We're, number one, we'll be closer to home. We won't have to make those 2-hour trips west. And so – and what will go along with that is as we move forward, as we have good teams in the future, the road might not be as hard. The reality is this: anytime you get to the Memphis-Shelby County area, it's going to be a tough matchup. in basketball. So Arlington's very good, and Bartlett, I don't know how their game with Munford came out, but
Well, that's what I was just fixing to say about Bartlett and talking with their radio guys last night. Bartlett beat this team during the regular season, and Bartlett has the best team that they said that they've had in 10 years. What kind of team do they have?
right, exactly. And then beyond that, Steve, Houston is number 2 in the nation. The nation, and so then
Of course,
so,
they did say that not a player on the starting 5 is from Memphis.
Well, true. Mike Miller's their coach over there, and the NBA pro. So, but at any rate, a fun year for these Tigers, one that they can be proud of. Again, they're in the history books with a district championship, and so that's big for them and Coach Carpenter. And as we look to next year, as I'm just looking down here right now, you got Marlon Yarbrough coming back, and we know what he can do for us night in, night out. You've got Caleb McGee coming back, who, as a sophomore, he contributed quite a bit this year with his size, rebounding, and I love his intensity. And so I look forward to seeing him develop over the next few years. Wheeler Wilkes coming back. He's a player. He can hit some threes. And so there's going to have to be some kids step up, but beyond those underclassmen, not really a lot of other guys got a lot of time this year. So we'll have to see how they come back next year and what they come out with.
Well, looking forward to it. It's been a great year for your Hardin County Tigers. They lose it here in the first round of the playoffs, the region playoffs. So that'll do it for us here. I want to thank our sponsors for Tiger basketball and all those that want to be a part of this and help us bring these broadcasts to you. Couldn't do it without them. And if you hear their names and if you see them out, please tell them thank you and for doing things like this so we can bring you Hardin County sports right here on 93.5 FM. Also, we want to thank our listeners and viewers. We'll be right back here tomorrow night, 3 nights in a row, as our Lady Tigers will host Arlington, 7 p.m. tip-off. That's the time. And you can catch all the action right here on 93.5 FM. So that'll do it for us from Michaela Welch Gymnasium. For Bridget at the station, of course, Bill, he's left us. He's
Bill
like,
left the
like the
building.
magician.
Yeah,
I looked over here, and he's gone.
Well, I know it. He was in here, and then I looked up. And
Bill's gone,
Yep.
and appreciate him coming up here and glad to see him out, and he's doing better. And for Bob, I'm Steve Carnell saying have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. right here on 93.5 FM. Hardin County and the Arlington girls will hook up. So for now, saying so long from Michaela Welch.